minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
Well, this is fascinating. He and the organization have decided they're going to try a two-way experiment. This is the early weeks of his career, and it's an unusual mix. He's going to be alternating between playing the field and being a relief pitcher. He's going to have some high-leverage situations on the mound, and he's going to hit and play the field. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline is with me. Jim, they have to have a lot of faith in him to let him try this.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't believe in his ability both ways, they wouldn't use him as both. I think you're exactly right. I mean, if they're going to be using him, in crucial situations late in ball games, this isn't just, hey, let's, give him some innings and see what happens. This is like, hey, the game's on the line. Can he handle that role? And, it's just fascinating. If you could get to the big leagues with this combination, be a guy who maybe hits, at the top or in the middle of a lineup, and pitch the 8th or 9th inning of a ball game coming out of the bullpen, that would be just a terribly valuable player.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
Ladies
King,
and gentlemen,
JJ
your
will
attention,
come on in
please.
relief as he'll make
Now
his
pitching
second
for
appearance of the
Corpus
season
Christi,
so far.
Number 18, King, JJ.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And
Leading
next
off
it'll
for
be the
Frisco,
outfielder, Alfonso
the left fielder,
Rodriguez.
Alfonso Rodriguez.
First pitch coming, here it is.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Julio Pablo Martinez. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The first baseman.
Next up is Nolan Oliger, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something, but you know his sights are set on a lot higher than Double-A ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
Into the box, Tomas Vargas. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Charles LeBlanc. First pitch of the AB now. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Driven nicely into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
A throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back. So now to the plate, Ryan Doro. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike one. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So the next to bat will be Elier Hernandez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now the first pitch. Pitch is popped up. JJ take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. And now here is Davis Wenzel, who worked a bases-loaded walk in his last at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 0-1, here it comes. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got it based.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 8 full. The Rough Riders are out in front, 5-1.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1, the final score. Frisco led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Winston Valentine takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Jimmy Herget records 4 for us here.
Your
King,
attention, please.
JJ will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
King.
Now to bat, Tomas Vargas is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Charles LeBlanc. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Digging in will be Pascual Vieira. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. A ball and no strikes. Line, but speared on a hop. Over to first, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rough Riders lead it 11-8. Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0, center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Come on, guys.
Now he'll step off.
Nobody here, nobody.
Here comes the 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Count remains 2-2. Pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Stepping in now, Jacob Travis, and that's in there, base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Stepping in next, Andy Ibanez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up, one there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. And Tommy DeJunas enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to 12-11 final in this ball game. Frisco scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Travis Reeder claims the win out of the pen, his first. Blake Bass hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com. The team's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Corpus Christi Hooks.
And now,
it's
please
baseball
welcome
on the show, and it's coming up next.
Corpus Christi Hooks.
So bases are empty with one gone, and that brings up Nolan Oliger.
The first baseman.
Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they were set to get his evening at the plate started. King, JJ, trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! And a big moment for him there, his first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Bottom of the third now, and stepping up as the shortstop, King, JJ.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about any time soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.J. Matijevic. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Matijevic.
Comes set, and the 0-1.
Go. Playing 11. Hey, let her rip one time.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. JJ on at first, nobody out. Runners off for second. Strike taken, the throw. It's there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took.
Now with the plate is King. JJ singled in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Into the box, J.J. Matijevic. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
J.J. Matijevic.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. into center field, line drive base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Hooks are out in front here, 4-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Kevin Mendoza, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
To short. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Now an at-bat you don't want to miss. And here is King, JJ, and he needs just a triple for the cycle. So let's see if he can put one in the gap. From the stretch. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. That's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
JJ leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. There he goes. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. And now Emil Chavis, hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback. Runners on first with 1 down. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Next to hit, King, JJ. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch.
Great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in now might set up some pitch outside.
A ball and a strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Now to the plate, here is J.J. Matijevic. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
So now to the plate, Carmen Benedetti. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. The Rough Riders put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Hans Kraus takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time at the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes.
King, JJ takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Next up, Julio Pablo Martinez, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on the way. 0-1 the count.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Ready on 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Now to the plate, Emil Chavis struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the AB now.
No.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Hooks lead it 3-1. 7th inning ready to roll, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Kevin Mendoza.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now into the box, Alfonso Rodriguez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Next up is Nolan Oliger. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here it comes on 0-2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
2-2 the count. This is line to left. Jolks is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ralph Garza will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Hooks led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Brandon Belak takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
12 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Rough Riders, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
It is an honor for me. There's basically nobody better qualified to talk about what it's like as a two-way player than legendary softball star Jenny Finch, who joins me now. Jenny, when you were coming up, what was it like for you? How did you deal with people who doubted your ability to stay as a two-way player?
Well, first, it's an honor to be here. I couldn't be more thrilled to be on this show. It wasn't easy. There were some coaches actually that I ended up changing teams because they wouldn't let me be a two-way player. But I wanted to, and I wanted to have the bat in my hands. I wanted to be able to be on defense, and I wanted to pitch. And so I would encourage those young athletes to do what you want to do and go out there and shine. And so it's exciting. It's not easy. It's double the work, but it's been done, and it's going to be done. And it's exciting to see the future and the opportunity for this guy.
For any player who gets drafted, there's a certain level of scrutiny, but of course, that's much higher here. How much mental toughness is he going to need to make it through as a two-way player?
All eyes are on him. And, it's not easy being able to try to make it in general in baseball, but let alone a two-way player. But he's done it his whole life. And so he just needs to, focus on him one day at a time and keep grinding away at what he's done to get here.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I go by the name of Phil Augusta Jackson. This is the Redondo tape. Shout out to Nick Lee. 6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, I'ma need my sushi condo. Shooting star like a Cosmo, make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. Baby sleep like mono, girl sweet like a mango. Gives a taste to the tango, strum like a banjo. Then hit the sound of the sangos. Flow hot like a condo, ain't no place that I can go. On a say. Had to carve it out my own way. You ain't got the answers like Sway. Friday night just got paid. Bought a coat that's just suede. Leveled up like 12th grade. Sweetest taboo, call me Sade. Black Bandit, you could call me Blade. Work hard, play hard, that's the motto. That's the motto. Pop, pop, that's the sound of the pop, pop. Wake up, grind hard, full throttle. Supreme good, shout out to Aristotle. Team winning, know it's kinda hard to swallow, but we all give thanks. Mahalo, it's auto. Medic, we get it, and we gonna keep it up and put the fortress in our cup and just go. So, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm about it. I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm with it. I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, you dig it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm about it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I bought it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, I'm with it, I get it, I get it, I got it, I got it. I'm good, you dig it.
Ladies
King,
and gentlemen,
JJ
your
is
attention,
into the
please.
ball game now. It's
Now pitching for the Hooks, number 18, King JJ.
to make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right there.
David Masters is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Another one sent foul. And he'll step off.
Hey, they'll be out now.
Another 2-2 offering. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next, it'll be Joe Rizzo, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Here we go, right now. Come on, guys.
Rizzo.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out. Next to dig in, Rory McCann. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Hey, come on now.
McCann.
First pitch on the way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
No strike.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Travelers lead it 5-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Mike Ahmed. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping up is Cesar Izturis. He bounced out last time up.
Come on, guys.
Cesar Izturis Jr.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch.
At the ball. Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
1 ball, 1
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Next to stand in is Luis Liberato. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The pitch. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
Hey, here we go.
Ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Arkansas leads this thing 5-3.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Travelers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jack Anderson gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Pete Weathers was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Vinny Natoli wraps it up for the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show.
This is fascinating. He's in the early weeks of his career. The organization has decided to try him both in the field and on the mound, and it's an unusual mix. He's a position player and a relief pitcher especially. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jonathan, what's so unusual about this combination?
I think, the biggest thing is going to be the scheduling of it all. You're going to have him play a position one day and have him pitch another day, but it's not like a starting rotation where it's every 5th or 6th day. You're never quite sure when you're going to need a reliever to enter into a situation. So they're going to have to be very disciplined in scheduling out what days they want him to play a position, what days they want to use him out of the bullpen, so that you can maximize his potential on both sides of the ball.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Arkansas Travelers. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Striding in is King JJ.
The shortstop, King JJ.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So next to bat will be King JJ. Flew out last time up.
King JJ.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
The first baseman, number
Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.J. Matijevic. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Liberato will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So 1 run, 1 hit. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Eric Filia. He flew out in his last AB. 0-2, here it is. Weak grounder back to the mound. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Now at the plate, here is Mike Ahmed. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Now at the plate, King JJ. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-0 on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Thompson Williams. Next, it'll be King JJ. Pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the...
Looking for your pitch here. That's
ready now is King JJ. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Wait for your pitch up there. All right, one pitch, your pitch right here. Let's go. All right, your pitch right here, right now.
Here's the first pitch. swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team. Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Carson LaRue claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com.
First for the victorious Hooks. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 16 men on base. For the Travelers, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Your
King
attention,
JJ
please.
enters to make
Now
an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
King JJ.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next is Rory McCann.
The catcher, number 17, Rory McCann.
Now a throw over, and he's back standing. He's set and the pitch.
Ball 1. One down now, 1 down.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. The 1-0 home. The swing and a ground ball to third. Reined in to second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Next up is
Now
Keon Davis,
the right fielder.
struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Davis.
Now here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. McCann, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Hey, best stuff right here. Put away now.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
And he'll dive back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Travelers lead it 3-0. Kit Sheets is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final.
They left 2 men on base.
King, JJ will take the ball now as the new pitcher. At the plate now is Rory McCann, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
The first baseman, number 4.
To the plate now, Mike Ahmed. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Skied into straightaway right. Benedetti will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So now here is Keon Davis, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering, ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. The throw to third, and he is in there. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty right there. Worked himself into a nice situation, got on base right there. Now first and third, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
The batter, the right fielder, Gillen Thomas.
Standing in now, Dylan Thomas, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch, stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. Safe at the plate as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure.
Comes to a
He's run into some struggles early on at the AA level. It's his first real challenge in the professional ranks. Al Leiter joins me. Al, what's going through his mind right now? How does a young player like this work past that first struggle?
Well, you just said it. You know, what's in his mind? That baseball is a game of failure. So you have to find out what is distracting him to not being able to do his job, which is whatever it is. As a hitter, see the ball, get a strike, put the ball, bat on ball, hit it hard. Pitchers, get ahead, throw strikes, know your repertoire, know who you are, and really have a good mindset. The better players, the consistent players, have a strong mind, mental toughness, and really understand that it's an ebb and flow to a season. It doesn't always go in one line.
And it can be a small mechanical change that unlocks big success as well.
Absolutely. You know, some issues are mechanical. Some are either repertoire as a pitcher or maybe an approach and a bat. And usually it always reverts back to your question, is that what's in his mind. You got to clear the mind. Good mind, positive thoughts really is where players want to be.
A pitching coach offers support to a player coming off a bit of a rocky outing. minor league manager checks in to see if this young man is inclined to make any adjustments to the club's current plan for his development. They agree on a new plan going forward.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Amarillo Sodpoodles and the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Kent Emanuel gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last...
So here is King, JJ. Let's take a look at this young two-way player and the experiment they're running with him. You see him on the mound sometimes, but most of his work is in the field. Would you have wanted to do something like that, Dan?
It's very interesting, Manny, because most pitchers that have big arms, you can move them around the diamond. One of the things you have to have if you want to play defensively, particularly in the outfield or one of the middle infield spots, is to have the strong arm. The key is going to be how they can be able to save his arm if he's going to pitch and mix him into that mix as a position player. But when you have an arm like this guy does, you have a chance to do both and do both well.
Of course, it would have been tough for you to pull that off, Danny, being a left-handed pitcher. A few of the infield positions might have given you a hard time.
Yeah, it would have been difficult in my situation, Matt, being a lefty, because other than first base or one of the...
Next, here is Dom Marolio. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. So now into the box is King, JJ, 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt a hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in once again is King. JJ flew out last time up.
King. JJ.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw on to first, and they'll escape the danger created by the error. The inning is over. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left straight. Next to hit is Dom Marolio. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Hit to short. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Now it'll be King. JJ grounded out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. He's set. The 0-1. Line towards center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. We're through 6 full. The Hooks are out in front here. So stepping in is Alec Thomas. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Hit on the ground to short. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time.
And stepping in, King. JJ.
The shortstop.
Pitch on the way.
King. JJ.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And that one yanked just foul. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. Around first, he's digging for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. So next to hit is J.J. Matajevic. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Matajevic.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Fairchild is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Oh, man, that's a total brain cramp out there on the bases. He might have thought it was going to get down, but you've got to be sure. Instead, they double him off, and that really changes this inning.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Amarillo Sod Poodles jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Minor League Baseball now on the show as our coverage comes to you from the AA Central. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Amarillo Sod Poodles and the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Corpus Christi Hooks.
Nivaldo Rodriguez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, guys, you know what as well as I do. Being in the clubhouse before the game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start the road trip. They're more concerned about what they're having for dinner than worried about the opposing pitcher right now.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Drew Weeks as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Grounded to short. Throw is in time for the first out of the second. Digging in next, Alec Thomas. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Hit back toward the mound. Fielded cleanly. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. And now in the box, King. JJ, he flew out in his last AB.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. So the next to bat will be Brian Holiday, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw gets him. 2 down. And now here is King, JJ. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Brewer is off of first with 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1 and 2.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Now to bat, King. JJ struck out in his last trip to the plate.
JJ.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1. Come on, baby. See it.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. Up next, J.J. Matijevic. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he's safe.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Ready on 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So they load the bases on 3. All set for the start of the inning. And standing in the outfielder, Christian Robinson. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Now at the plate is King. JJ. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Into the corner and slicing foul.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Fairchild is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in next, King. JJ flew out last time up.
King. JJ.
Here's the first pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Ready with the 0-1. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. And that's the 2nd out.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
9-7, the final score in this ball. The victory.
One of the most underappreciated skills a young player can develop.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Corpus Christi find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Digging in will be King. JJ is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Lays off 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it. Belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.J. Matijevic. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. Brewer on third, J.J. at second with 1 away. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. But the throw pulls him off the bag as he can't get a foot back in time, and the run will score. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. And now Carmen Benedetti. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now both runners on the move, and that's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Into the box, Colton Shaver, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. And that's in there, base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. Now to the plate, here is Andy Young. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. 3 runs already home here. Grounded back up the middle. There's one. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play.
So now to the plate, King, JJ, he doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Pena leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Come on, baby. See that? Got it.
The 0-2 once more. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 0-2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Next to hit, Christian Robinson. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Christian Robinson.
Down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, King JJ. Now here's the first offering. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch scene.
Next up, Andy Young.
Now batting, shortstop, Andy Young.
On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Now into the box, King JJ. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jake McCarthy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
One there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Now to the plate, King JJ, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it. Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Amarillo posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Corpus Christi attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Next to dig in, King, JJ. Let's take a look at this young two-way player and the experiment they're running with him. You see him on the mound sometimes, but most of his work is in the field. Would you have wanted to do something like that, Dan?
It's very interesting, Manny, because most pitchers that have big arms, you can move them around the diamond. One of the things you have to have if you want to play defensively, particularly in the outfield or one of the middle infield spots, is to have the strong arm. The key is going to be how they can be able to save his arm if he's going to pitch and mix him into that mix as a position player. But when you have an arm like this guy does, you have a chance to do both and do both well.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Now at the plate here is Jake McCarthy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. All set for the start of the fourth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, King, JJ.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Popped him up. Into the stands. He got it. Stepping up is King. JJ popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Amarillo out in front, 1-0. Next, it'll be Craig Ostrander. Flew out last time up.
Number 5.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. The second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Next to stand in is King, JJ. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Fairchild gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Sod Poodles. So next to bat will be Craig Ostrander. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Ostrander.
The 0-2 pitch to short. He's got it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game Corpus Christi. Hope to put it. Striding in is King, JJ. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Over to first, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Striding in for his first at-bat, Wyatt Matheson, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's a great example there.
Next, it'll be King, JJ. He bounced out last time up.
King, JJ.
Oh, let it fly.
First pitch on the way. Right through it here. He's behind 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
Come on, big guy. Seat up. Drive it right back up the box. Let's go.
It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses, ball 2. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Oh, big guy. Get driver right here.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carmen Benedetti. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Benedetti.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. A tag for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Ready now is Miguel Angel Sierra, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Miguel Angel Sierra.
This is on the ground over to first, right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th.
Leading
And
off,
stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Alec Thomas. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step. Next up is Craig Ostrander. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Shortstop, Craig Ostrander.
Wind up and the 0-1. Hit to short. Scooped up. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning.
Like you can, come on.
Now at the plate, King, JJ.
King.
First pitch of the AB now. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Find something you like up there.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. A runner at second, nobody out. Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
This pitch is popped up, and this is going to be a foul ball.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
No one out with a runner at second. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
Oh, me dog right here. One time.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be King, JJ, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. First pitch on its way. Here's the 1-0.
Play 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. So stepping in is Brian Holiday, trying here to plate the tying run from second.
Holiday.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over. close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Hooks came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Tommy DeJunas claims the win out of the pen, his first. Riley Farrell earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth,